2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Devin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. George out there with Collier, and it's Bailey in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots are Kessler and Vassell. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Fox in at the point guard position. You know, these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Basket good.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Here's Collier. And here is Markkanen. Pass to Bailey. Shot clock at 6. George passes to Bailey. Launches it. Wembanyama with the rebound. Outside, Fox. Vassell sets a screen for Fox. There's the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fox has got his second basket of the game.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now, here is George. Pass to Markkanen. 3-pointer. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Castle. Barnes outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Markkanen. For 3. Utah with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Fox against George. Pass to Kessler. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, Kessler right in that restricted area. Good finish.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Here's George. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. And the basket by Bailey.
With Bailey's shooting skills, you might want to see more of that from him.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. The Spurs are ecstatic to welcome back their superstar big man, Victor Wembanyama. He actually spent 10 days this summer training with monks in China, and he continues to embrace unorthodox training methods. Guys, perhaps appropriate given his unusual stature.
He's got that curiosity. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. So, it's Utah now, following the 3-pointer from De'Aaron Fox. Here's Collier. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Fox. The rebound by Collier.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now here's Barnes. No scoring in this one. Fires for 3. Kessler with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Utah turns it over again.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
Here's Fox. He's got 9. Vassell outside. Back to Fox. Offline with his 3. Jazz trail by 4. Now George. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
Fox deciding where to go with it. To the wing on the left. Wembanyama passes to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Here's Collier. Markkanen in a screen on Fox. Lock at 6. Here's Collier. Guarded by Fox. And it's Collier missing. Spurs leading by 4. Outside, Fox. To the inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Here's Collier. Guarded by Fox. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Kessler. The Spurs have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And Fox has it in the corner. Off target from 3-point range. And stolen by Barnes. And the basket by Kessler.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Jazz trail by 9. Pass to Kessler. Outside, George. Kessler setting the pick for George. Will it go? And the rejection by Wembanyama. And here is Fox. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And the shot goes in. And now an 11-point San Antonio lead.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Sohan's checked in for the Spurs. Johnson comes in for Devin Vassell.
Keldon Johnson.
Here's George. Nothing on the board. He lobs it up, and Kessler throws it down.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done, right at the cup.
Well, a late first-round pick, Doris, back in 2022. Walker Kessler proving he was a sleeper. He has shown a lot for sure.
Oh, no question about it, Kevin. We are talking about a guy who's got size. He's consistent on the backboards. But there's an offensive arsenal there that maybe was a bit unexpected.
And Fox gets it to go.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's George. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Sohan with the ball. Back to Fox. Pass to Sohan. 6 to shoot. Wembanyama, a screen. And it's Sohan missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now Markkanen. There's the triple. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, this has always been Lauri Markkanen's calling card, right? A 7-footer who can space the floor with that three-point shooting ability.
Johnson outside. Fox passes to Johnson. Wembanyama high post.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And the first one at the line is good. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Harper, he's checked in for the Spurs. Jordan McLaughlin comes in for Fox. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
Now, here's Markkanen. From past the arc. And it's Collier missing. San Antonio leading by 10. On the wing, Johnson. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to McLaughlin. Wembanyama, a screen to the paint. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Guys?
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's Sohan, defended by Filipowski. Unloads from 9, and the Spurs scoring again.
Boy, not nearly tough enough inside on the defensive end. They made that all too easy for him.
Pass to Markkanen. Williams, a screen on Johnson. Here's Markkanen. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Boy, he's got so much length that under duress, still able to finish. Go ahead, Lauri Markkanen.
Here's Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Markkanen against Johnson. Pass to Collier. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Inside, here's Sohan. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And the Spurs with some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. And it's Fox in for Jordan McLaughlin. There's 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Hendricks passes to Williams. Screen by Nurkic. Another miss by Utah. And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Leading by 12. Johnson kicks to Cornett. From 10 feet out. The shot will not fall. Here's Hendricks. Filipowski. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the San Antonio Spurs. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Fox is out there with Harper. And it's Cornett in at center. That's the San Antonio 5. Jazz trail by 8. Pass to Nurkic. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the screen. Puts up a 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Now, here's Fox. Johnson in the corner. Pass to Cornett. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Spurs lead by 10.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Now here's Williams. Nurkic a screen on Harper. To the middle. Nurkic in the post. He's covered by Cornett. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Williams.
Well, this is exactly where you want use of Nurkic, operating on the offensive end.
Johnson sends the screen for Fox. Out to the right wing. And here's Harper from the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Down low, here's Filipowski, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And so it's Utah with it. Following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Out to the right wing. Here's Filipowski, defended by Sohan. From deep, Williams. Rebound by Sohan. Spurs leading by 9. Harper in the corner. pass to Fox. A 3-ball. Rebound, Utah. Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the palm. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble from players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
Now, here's Fox. 13 points in the game. That's short off the rim. Jazz trail by 9. Pass to Hendricks. Outside Williams. Nurkic in the post. He's covered by Cornette. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You see the defender just a bit too aggressive. Nurkic takes advantage and he'll get to the free throw line.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Wembanyama, he's checked in for the Spurs. He misses the free throw. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Well, you love the competitiveness you get nightly from Yusuf Nurkic. The other thing you love is commitment to team, willing to back up teammates.
And it's Sohan missing. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Pass to George. Now Bailey takes it inside and finished off by Bailey.
And you got to clog up the lanes to the rim, or else the young legs of Bailey will take over.
George against Fox, trying to end the drought. And here is Harper. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Wembanyama's got 11.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. It's George on the wing. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And some changes here for the Spurs. Bryant comes in for Sohan. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz. San Antonio leading by 9. Fox dishes to Johnson. Shoots over Filipowski. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Fox.
We're going old school on him. Johnson with the mid-range, a rarity in today's NBA.
Pass to Filipowski. That's where a screen on Bryant. Clock at 6. Here's Markkanen. No good that time. Good work defensively by Bryant. Outside, Fox. To the paint. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. Good work there as it goes.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Vassell in for Bryant. And Utah also making a switch. Collier's checked in. Now Bailey. He has 5. Out to the wing. Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. To stop the run. Good D by Barnes.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And Fox gets it to go.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Outside, George. Bailey passes to Keldon. Pass to Bailey. In the corner, George with it. Just 4 to shoot. To stop the drought. That shot is off.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Collier. Misses the deep three-point attempt. On the wing, Fox. Vassell, the pass to Fox. The shot off that time. George with the defensive effort. Here's Collier, and he gets the bucket.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by San Antonio.
Fox with it. He's got 16. Vassell, the pass to Barnes. Really left alone that time. Barnes has got his first bucket in this one.
This is a big part of what makes Harrison Barnes tick, right? Spot up shooting off the catch, one of his truly strong suits.
Pass to Bailey. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. And a switcher also for Utah. Kyle Filipowski's checked in for Walker Kessler. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Wembanyama. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. And that's 15 points for Victor Wembanyama. Outside, George. And it's Bailey in the corner. To the middle. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
If a teammate's open in the painted area, you give him the basketball. Those are high-quality shots.
Well, we know the Jazz have been up front. Before you can rebuild, Doris, you've got to tear down. And that's what they've done.
And, Kevin, that requires extraordinary patience. You have to be willing to trade away veterans who can contribute to winning. And you have to be willing to prolong the process in order to get max returns. But be under no illusions. Losing is hard on everyone.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. The Spurs last season acquiring Deere and Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
A little contact like that isn't going to do much to alter Bailey.
Pass to Barnes. Johnson sets the screen for Barnes. Launches a three. It's hauled in by George.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all three levels.
Spurs leading by 14. 1:19 left in the first half of basketball. Johnson surveying the floor. 5 on the clock. Over Bailey. Here's Wembanyama. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
To the inside. Markkanen. Yes, that goes in. Markkanen's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Wembanyama outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wembanyama has got 21.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now, here's Markkanen. 7 points in the game. Johnson against George. Wembanyama outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's San Antonio up by 16. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Jazz trail by 16. Taking a look at the Jazz. Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. George is out there with Collier. And it's Bailey in at the 3. Bailey with the ball. Covered by Vassell. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Pass to Collier. Here's Markkanen, covered by Barnes. Markkanen down low. Barnes on him. Markkanen can't get it to go. Vassell outside. There's the 3. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Collier. Castle covering. Collier. That's good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
San Antonio with the ball after the basket by Utah. Fox finds Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. That one doesn't go. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Here's Bailey, covered by Vassell. Pass to George. Markkanen a screen on Castle. George up top. Vassell covering. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Fox, the bounce pass. Wembanyama, no good.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And finished off by Bailey.
And no shortage of agility for Bailey. He just leaps up to the rim.
Spurs leading by 12. Pass to Kessler. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Jazz trail by 12. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the fore.
Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Here's Fox after the basket by Utah. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Vassell outside. And he gets it to go from the high post. And the Spurs lead by 12.
And that high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
Bounce pass, Kessler. Vassell against George. Over Kessler. George, no good. And Barnes has got the ball here for San Antonio. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Kessler. He has 6. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Castle's so good up and down the lane.
Jazz trail by 14. Here's Collier. 9 points in the game so far. And he comes up with the deuce.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Pass to Kessler. Back to Fox. Spurs working the ball around now. Now Wembanyama. He's covered by Kessler. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
And how about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
Here's Collier. George looking over the floor. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
That's just the giant wingspan, a 40-inch max vertical, all in play for Barnes that time.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Kessler up top. Pass to Bailey. Here's Collier. Another miss by Utah. San Antonio with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Castle. And he converts the layup. Castle's got 10 points.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Now here's Markkanen. 7 points in the game.
Love to see the 7-footer Markkanen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Jazz trail by 18. Bailey passes to George. Inside, and stolen by Wembanyama. George against Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. His three-pointers off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. To the middle, Castle finds Barnes.
Well, explosive inside. When playing with a high energy level, Barnes earning himself a trip to the free throw line.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
That's good from Barnes. Johnson's checked in for Vassell. And Utah also making a switch. Filipowski's checked in. And so he hits both. Jazz trail by 20. Pass to Bailey. Outside, George. Here's Filipowski. Shot clock at 6. Right wing. Here's Collier. Guarded by Fox. And it's Collier missing. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 15-5 run. And Fox is good for 3. Fox has got 19 points.
And Fox just brimming with confidence right now. I like how he uses that mid-range game, and he knows right now he's got that green light.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
And the basket by Castle.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Utah calls timeout. is checked in for San Antonio. Harper comes in for Stephon Castle. George against Harper. George passes to Bailey. Utah moving it around. 6 to shoot. Kessler the screen. Throws it up high. It's tipped. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Sohan. Defended by Filipowski. Johnson finds Wembanyama. Outside Harper. Clock at 6. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Outside George. Now Bailey. He's got 11. Sohan with the ball. Pass to Harper. Three-pointer, Fox. Filipowski grabs the board. Utah has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Collier. Now Bailey to the left side wing. The 3 from George. The rebound by the Spurs.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Johnson dishes to Fox. Over Collier. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Johnson. Fox has got 5 points now in the quarter.
If Fox gets cut off from inside, he has options. That mid-range is a big part of his repertoire.
Filipowski with it. Defended by Sohan. George in the post. Pass to Collier. Looking to end the run, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
San Antonio ball.
San Antonio making a switch here. Waters is checked in, and Utah with a change here too. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Wembanyama against Nurkic. Wembanyama looking it over. Shot clock at 3. Shoots over Nurkic. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Utah shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Pass to Collier. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Misses the wing 3. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Waters. Johnson left side. Now here's Harper. Pass to Waters. Takes the 3. That shot no good. Jazz shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Now Filipowski. Here's Bailey to end the cold streak. Rebounded by the Spurs. Sohan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Harper. Now Johnson. Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound. A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got 6.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's Collier. 11 points in the game. Here's Bailey. Great tee that time from Johnson. shoots it. And so it's San Antonio having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. De'Aaron Fox out there with Harper. And it's Cornette in at the 5, down low. That's the San Antonio 5.
And what Johnson lacks in size, he makes up for with determination. Even the foul can't stop him completely.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And one thing you gotta love about Johnson, his energy. The man doesn't take his foot off the gas.
Ryan's checked in for the Spurs. That one is no good. Johnson against Markkanen. Williams. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Bryant. And San Antonio shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Outside Harper. Misses in close. Jazz shooting the ball at 42%. Williams inside, defended by Bryant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
First team foul. Shooting for Utah, Williams. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Williams. So it's San Antonio now. Outside Bryant. Pass to Johnson. Fires the 3. 5 to shoot. In the corner, Sohan with it. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. And the Jazz with possession here. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Yep, that one goes.
Well, you can see how impactful Lauri Markkanen can be with that size and skill offensively. He is too good.
Here's Johnson. Count that one.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Here's Markkanen after the made shot from Keldon Johnson. Williams with a clean look. No good from outside. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. And here is Harper. Pass to Cornette. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Johnson. He's guarded by Markkanen. Johnson, good.
Big body is what they call him. but man, does Johnson have a quick first step.
To the inside. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
First personal.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz.
Shooting for Utah, Williams. At the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Spurs have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Johnson, the pass to Bryant. Now Harper. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Kessler. And the Jazz pushing it up now.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Markkanen against Johnson. Back to Cornet. Stolen by Kessler. Filipowski with it. Bryant on him. From deep, Williams. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got 8 rebounds in this game. Bryant looking around. Now here's Harper. Tight defense on him.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Down low. Williams' shot is off.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Here's Sohan. Johnson kicks to Harper. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Pass to Markkanen. Over Johnson. Markkanen can't get it to go. For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. With the teardrop, and Williams lays it in. That's 7 points for Williams.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Outside Harper. Rebounded by the Jazz. Pass to Kessler. It's hauled in by Cornet. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Now here's Harper. Here's Johnson. Back to Bryant. Puts up a deep 3. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Markkanen. Up and in on the layup.
Boy, Markkanen uses his size to great effect down low.
Spurs shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. Outside Harper. Cornet finds Johnson. And here is Harper. Sohan with the ball. Shoots over Filipowski. And it's Sohan missing. Williams against Bryant. Kessler, a screen on Harper. Back to Williams. Kessler the screen. He tries for three. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Here's Filipowski. Markkanen dishes to Williams. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. The shot by Filipowski, no good. For San Antonio, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Cornette passes to Johnson. Cranes the three-pointer.
When Johnson's feeling it from range, he can be lethal.
Pass to Kessler. And here is Markkanen. Covered by Johnson. The kick out to Williams. San Antonio with the rebound. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Sohan finds Bryant. Outside Harper. Now Sohan to the middle. Here's Cornette, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Utah shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Pass to Markkanen. It's deflected. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And the dunk by Bryant.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Now here's Markkanen. Williams a screen on Johnson. Markkanen kicks to Williams. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Right side Harper. No good that time. Utah shooting not great, 40% for the game. Williams for three. Here's Filipowski. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
This is how you make an impact on the offensive glass. Bring that intensity.
Outside Harper. A rebound by the Jazz. Outside, Markkanen. Over in the corner, Williams. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot.
2 minutes.
Let's go. Rebounded by the Spurs. Sohan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Harper. Pass to Sohan. Spurs passing it around. Johnson finds Bryant. Screen by Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
The lead pass is on the money. Make it so easy for your teammate.
Now Kessler. Got a hand on it.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for San Antonio.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Victor Wembanyama.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul. Shooting for Utah. Kessler. 1 shot.
1 shot.
That's good from Kessler.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Walker Kessler proved he was a rotation player. He gives you unbelievable defense, aggressive rebounding, and very good inside scoring.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Champagnie. Johnson dishes to Bryant. Here's Champagnie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Now, here's Markkanen. To the paint. Here's Kessler. Count it. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 13 rebounds.
Boy, contact from the defense, but Mr. Kessler just powers right through it.
Here's McLaughlin. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.